The Draconid Meteor shower happens every October. It can be a variable shower, but in the past has produced some of the best meteor displays on record. Let's take a quick look at how to spot the annual Draconid meteors, where to look, and what causes this shower every single year. Every October, the Earth passes through the debris field of a comet, causing the Draconid Meteor shower. The shower gets its name from the Draco constellation, where all of the shooting stars appear to come from. Thanks to some Latin grammar, we add an ID onto the end of Draco and it becomes Draconids, or Draconids, however you like to say it. The peak of the shower tends to be the 8th of October each year, but the number of meteors visible from the ground can vary quite a lot. On a typical year, it reaches 20 or so per hour, so one every few minutes. But sometimes we get to see many, many more. We call these outbursts or meteor storms when they occur, and they transform the Draconids into one of the most impressive showers around, with thousands of meteors each hour. For example, the 1933 and 1946 outbursts turned those Draconids into pretty much the best showers of the whole 1900s. And more recently, we had impressive outbursts in 2005 and 2012. The one in 1933 might be the most impressive one we know of, when over 500 Draconid meteors were seen each minute over Europe, while the 1946 peak saw between 50 and 100 visible per minute over the US. These extreme meteor storms seem to occur when we pass through a narrower or more dense part of the debris tail of the comet. Recently, it has been a quieter shower, but that doesn't mean it's not worth looking for at all. Just as a side note, when I say extreme outburst or meteor storm, there is absolutely no danger to any of us on Earth. It just means that a lot more meteors will be visible if you're outside looking up, but no danger at all. It's perfectly safe and actually very exciting. Every Draconid meteor looks like it's coming from the Draco constellation, which, despite being one of the larger constellations in the night sky, I find it to be a tough one to spot. Instead, I like to use the age-old trick of looking for an easier constellation and then saying that is close enough for me. Draco is a long serpent-like constellation, but it doesn't include many bright stars that make it particularly easy to find, especially if you're in a dark place where many stars are visible. Luckily, the end of the Draco tail is practically parallel to the panhandle of the Big Dipper, which is a much brighter and much easier to find constellation. This one looks like a saucepan made of 4 bright stars, plus a handle made of another 3 stars. It's a nice distinctive shape, and it's always near the North Star, and in the Northern Hemisphere you can see it all year round. For our purposes of just finding the meteor shower, we can treat it as if all of the meteors are coming from the Big Dipper, as it's nice and close to the much harder to spot Draco constellation. I like to then lie on the ground on a blanket or in a reclining chair with the top of my head pointing at the Draco and the Big Dipper. That way, all of the shooting stars will look like they're coming from above, and they should all be flying down from above me. That said, if you're in a garden or somewhere with a bright streetlight or something like that nearby, it will just be best to face away from that light. You should see plenty of meteors pretty much wherever you look in the sky, and avoiding any bright light is far more important than having those meteors moving in a particular direction overhead. When you're out trying to spot these meteors, you need to try and avoid looking at anything bright, and that does include your phone, and hope for an outburst too, or at least a few good Draconids to pass overhead. Remember to wrap up warm for this October shower. Take a warm drink and enjoy the show. If it's cloudy, I'm afraid you'll probably have to try again later or on another night, as you won't be able to see them through the clouds. And the darker the sky you can find to look at, the better it will be, and you'll see more meteors. Trying to stay away from bright lights is helpful, but often a garden should be good enough, even if it's not perfectly dark. But if you can go somewhere darker, then you should definitely try it out. Just get out and look up, and you should be able to see one if you're a little bit patient, even if we don't get an outburst this year. Let me know down below if you manage to spot any of them at all, and we can keep our collective fingers crossed that we might see an outburst very soon. So now we know how to spot the Draconids. Where do they actually come from, and what causes them each year? Despite the fact that it looks like each meteor is coming from Draco, the origin of the meteors actually has absolutely nothing to do with that constellation. The Draconids are caused by Earth passing through the debris trail of a comet called Comet 21P/Giacobini-Zinner. This is a small comet with a diameter of just 2 kilometers, and it takes about 6.6 years to orbit the Sun. Each time it passes close to the sun, the heat and radiation causes parts of the rocky and icy comet to spray off into space, leaving a debris stream behind the comet. Each year, the Earth then passes through this debris as we continue on our own orbit of the sun. And as these bits of rock and ice enter our atmosphere, friction causes them to burn up in small fireballs, which are visible to us as the shooting stars we all love to see. Good luck spotting some meteors this year, and do share any luck you have with me in the comments if you'd like to. And thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, stay safe team, I'll see you soon. Bye!